YouTube, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Glad you guys are stopping by for another fragrance video. My Smell Good family, what's going on? And if you're here for the first time, I know why you're here. If you're here for the second or third or 10th time, I know why you're here. You're here listening to me talk about that smell good. That smell good. All right, so today's video is going to be, a wrap up 2020 type video, 2021 type video. And I've done a couple already in the past couple of weeks. I think I did my top pickups for 2021, my favorites from 2021 as well. But this one is my most complimented of 2021. Okay, so I have 5 fragrances here that we're going to be talking about, and these are the fragrances that I found myself getting the most compliments this year. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I'm not going to waste any time. From the house of Mancera, we have Black Gold. Okay, Black Gold. If we can get that in focus there. Black Gold. Cinnamon, lavender, nutmeg, some oud, some floral components, some woods. Just a very beautiful fragrance, a masterpiece, so to speak. This is one of my favorites. This is a top 5er for lifer for me. I remember the first time I wore it, it was me and my wife's anniversary, and we were getting ready to go out to lunch or dinner or something like that. And I hadn't had it on 2 minutes, and she was like, "That smells tremendous. That's really, really nice. You smell really good." And I just remember the look in her eyes when she was telling me how good I smelled. All right, so yeah, never forget it. All right, just like that, the light decided to take a vacation. All right, take a vacation. Let's see, let's get a little bright in here. All right, we do what we do. Y'all know me, I keep lighting these shoes. All right, so this stuff is great. Smells really, really good. I don't wear it all the time, but when I have worn it, I have gotten compliments. And if you're looking for a fragrance that's going to give you compliments, then you might want to look into this one. All right, like I said, the notes and the chord breakdowns are fantastic. But the experience that you get wearing it is kind of like no other. This stuff is really, really good. And like I said, every time I wore this year, I got a compliment from the house of Mancera. We got Black Gold. Black Gold. All right, moving along to the next one. This is one that I wore to work quite a bit this year, and it smells really, really good. All right, really, really good. From the house of Missoni, we have Missoni. I think it's Parfum Pour Homme or Pour Homme Parfum. You know, these sentences are just how they name these fragrances is crazy. All right, but this one gets compared to Chanel EDT. Now, early in the year, I did a little project where I smelled both of these. When I wore both of these one day and wore the other one the next day, just to kind of get a feel on why people are comparing the two. I ain't gonna lie, some days I wore the Missoni and I was like, wow, this stuff is really, really great. And it almost kind of gets the edge over the EDT. And I know somebody out there might be like, oh my God, but I'm being honest. Like, this is some really good stuff, especially in the office setting where I work. It really performs really, really well. But to me, this is nothing like the EDT from Chanel. They have the same vibe. They're in the same neighborhood, but they have their own DNAs. And I get it, but I don't now because I've worn it so much. All right, but this stuff is excellent. And every time I wore it to work and wore it around the office, especially during the summer months, I got plenty of positive feedback from it. Got a little dent in it so far. I don't know if y'all can see that so far, a little dent in it. But I got this early this year, and this stuff is really good. All right, moving along to the house of Replica. All right, the house of Replica, we have Jazz Club. All right, Jazz Club. Mason Margiela is the creator. All right, the Replica line. If we can get that in focus, there it is. All right, so tobacco, vanilla, rum, just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This stuff is absolutely fantastic for the cooler and the fall months. This is probably, I don't know, it could be the best tobacco fragrance that I own. I absolutely adore this stuff. I love what they do with the whole series. They take a scene or an era, so to speak, throughout life, and they replicate it, all right, and put it in a bottle, and they do a great job. I mean, if you smell by the fireplace, a coffee break, or at the barbers, like these guys, whoever's involved in the lab putting this together, they do an excellent job. This stuff is fantastic, and every time I wore this, I've gotten compliments this year. I've worn it a handful of times, and it's great. It is absolutely great. I most recently said, you know what, I'm gonna wear it to the office to see what kind of love I get for it. I dialed the sprays back. I didn't go in there choking nobody out. and I got compliments. All right, my team complimented me on what I had on. I probably won't ever wear it to work again, but I was just curious, and I wore it to work. It was a cool, almost cold morning, cold day, and I said, you know what, let's try something. But all in all, every time I wore this, I got great compliments. All right, so from the House of Replica, once again, we do have Jazz Club. All right, up next, probably the most versatile fragrance that I probably own. I own quite a few versatile, but this is the one that's just so mass pleasing. It's getting a lot of love out here. It's a legend by now, in my opinion. We got from the House of Yves Saint Laurent. We have a Y, the EDP. DDP. Every time, no matter when, no matter where, not this year, last year, whenever this came out, I think it came out in 2020 or 2019, I got compliments, get compliments no matter what. Just recently wore this, probably a couple weeks ago. I went to an event and had a good time, and I decided to wear this. Real wide open space, real wide open arena, and got several compliments. Gave out some suggestions as well about this one. But every time I wore this, just compliment after compliment after compliment. You get it's got some green apple in here. I think it's some mint. I think it's some mint in here, some floral and some citrus components in here as well. I think some woods in here as well. At one point, I was wearing this at least 3 times a week during the summer. And then I kind of started dialing down on it once I, added some stuff to my collection. But I got a decent dent in the bottle for sure. But this stuff is legendary. To me, it's going to be one of those fragrances that never goes away. You're never going to find it on discounters. You're going to have to pay full retail for a bottle like this. And every time I wore it, I was complimented every single time. No lie. If you're looking for something mass appealing and you can go somewhere and not have to worry about, if your fragrance is going to fit the arena, go ahead and look into this. Now, be careful where you're at. If you're in an intimate setting, dial it back. If you're in an intimate setting, dial it back. All right. So, but if you're out and about and you're wide open, you could spray and this thing will live and it'll push and performance and sillage and projection, or just going to be world class wearing one like this. All right. So from the House of Yves Saint Laurent, we have Y, the EDP. Great stuff, legendary. All right. And last but not least, I've had other fragrances in my collection that I got complimented on for sure. But these 5 are the ones that I was complimented on the most. Okay. So from the House of Acqua di Gio, we have Acqua di Gio Absolute, Giorgio Armani Special. All right, Giorgio Armani Special. This stuff is fantastic. Out of the line, I go back and forth between this and Profumo. But this is my favorite out of the line because of the amber take that's in here. I love what they done by sweetening up the DNA, adding that amber to this aquatic fragrance. Now, Profumo is in a class of its own as well, with that incense and that patchouli that dirties it up and makes it smoky and heavy and more denser. I love that as well. But this right here, when I first smelled it, and I'm mad I didn't get the 4.2 ounce. I got I think it's a 75 ml, and I didn't even realize it till like months later. Well, actually, I didn't realize till I got the Profumo. When I got the Profumo, I was like, no, why I ain't get the 4.2? But it's cool. I mean, I've had this over a year now, and as you can see, I've worn it, but I haven't worn it. But you can best believe, boy, whatever the biggest size they got in this, I'm gonna be grabbing it. But this was one of my summer go-tos. Wore it to work, wore it in the summer. This stuff is fantastic. Favorite from the line. On majority of days, it's my favorite, but it's just that amber take that they add to the DNA. I absolutely love it. I love the sweetness with the aquatic take with this DNA from Acqua di Gio. One of the legendary lines in all the fragrance and forever will be. And this was one that I consistently got complimented on, and I absolutely appreciate this fragrance very much. All right, so from the House of Acqua di Gio, one more time, we have Absolute. All right, so those are my 5 fragrances that I got complimented the most in 2021. I'm gonna get my lighting fixed one day, I promise y'all. But from 2021, and they're bangers. Links will be down in the description for all of these fragrances. And if you want to know more, maybe if I didn't cover something, just hit me down in the comments, man, and we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. And do you have any of these? Do you have any of these 5, and how did they work out for you in 2021? I would love to know down in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe if you have not already. If you have, I appreciate you, and you are part of the Smell Good family for sure. 2021 was a great year for fragrances, and look forward to what 2022 has to offer. But had to keep it real, this is not what I would personally pick for complimented fragrances, but this is what I got. These are the 5 that I got the most complimented on, and it was out of my control. All right, until next time, you guys be cool, be safe, and I'll see you in the next fragrance video.